G-Ride. I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tents. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cuban chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Play action, Brissett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the middle field. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, looking for Warner, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, 626. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. The Packers Packers at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for him with Jones. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain, though. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Brissett on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Rodgers going to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers now on first down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake, Brissett. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In motion left goes Smith. Here's Brissett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The air once more. It's Brissett. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
There's Brissett. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Brissett now. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Take 30. Hey, take 26.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds his target, Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 88. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. Short little throw to Ebron. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They'll turn to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. From the 31, Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
They go play action with Brissett.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brissett. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Fourth down, Brissett. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
That's what we do.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, pick 26.
Now Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Brissett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Brissett being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play fake, Brissett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rodgers now on first down. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Ebron, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now Jones. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. A give to Jones, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Adams, the man in motion right. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Adams, the man in motion right. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Rodgers throwing here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the action...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. When I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out of this ball game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were. But don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because...